So I have a few minutes, and I can't get a lot done because I have to go take the kid to his practice soon. So I thought I'd just do a quick video where we're at with what we're calling the pole barn. This is the main dairy barn, and then this is our pole barn right here. As you can see, we got some siding done. That siding's been done actually for a while. We've had that place for like 2 months now. Been tearing metal off the roof and off the walls, rebuilding the walls, doing some electrical stuff over here with the box. I'm going to change the box from that pole to the building. I'm not sure if I said that in the other one. I got some lighting things all figured out. Right now we're kind of doing the roof, which has been kind of a daunting task. You can see all those new 2x6 truss pieces up there. What we thought we could do, ignore that crookedness right there, that's going to be fixed. What we thought we could do is kind of sister in the 2x6s with the old oak trusses that were there, but we found that they're so curved and so warped. I don't think you can see in the video very well, but like, you can kind of see a ridge line right across the in the middle of the roof that's messed up. Not to mention these overhangs where the soffit would have been at are just completely rotted out and gone. Again, I'm not sure how well that shows up in the video. So what we figured is that this big maple tree right here, he lost a rather large limb that's sitting in this area right here. I already cut a chunk of him off. So it fell and most likely put this hole in the roof that we're trying to repair right now. Well, we're not quite there yet. Put the hole in the roof, probably messed up the soffit, probably made it so water sat in here over the years. And then all these boards, you can really see how rotted some of these are. They're just not even there anymore. So what we thought we could save some of this stuff, because it's actually probably easier to see from inside. You see our construction project. We got that wall done. Took a couple days to do that. We put some plywood on the back side of this instead of OSB because I really like all this oak wood. I might try to do something decorative with that at some point. So we thought plywood would be a prettier back here than OSB would be. So this isn't pretty down here. It's just 2x6s and stuff. We didn't worry about it. So we'll see how that goes. But you can see how it was constructed. They don't really have trusses. They have, well, here's the main support beams for the building. That's why we call it the pole building. You got these kind of truss or rafter pieces with the stringers strung across. So you get the strength from both these and then these solid oak boards going this way. Those are only 1x boards. And we're finding that on this side, especially where the holes are at, the boards are just rotten. They're just gone. They don't look bad, but like this is all rot. That's all rot. So this side was pretty bad because, like I said, there's a big hole that was here. It's still here. We haven't fixed that hole yet. And then of course there was a hole in the workshop space too. So we found that we just got to put new trusses in, or rafters, whatever you want to call them. So we're putting these. We're building these from scratch. This is our little assembly line thing we got going on here. They're 2x6s. We decided to just go do that and kind of sister them up to the old boards. But now I'm finding you see these old boards are still. I'm finding these old boards are so warped and so messed up that they're kind of not worth keeping up there. So we're just kind of working our way through that, trying to figure out how we want to do things. We keep Renee keeps talking about whether or not my wife, if we should have just went ahead and just ripped the whole roof off and started from scratch. Maybe we should have, but I don't know how to deal with these beams with trusses. Do we get new trusses that go from that beam to this side? There's so many variables, and the cost I think would be way more to buy new trusses that are specially engineered for this building than it would be for us to kind of do it right / by ourselves / maybe not right. But I think these 2x6 would be more than enough. Of course, you put the sheeting up there like we have right here. 2x6 would be enough. We're also going to run some 2x6s from the new 2x6 rafter pieces here. And we're going to run like a piece across to the old one. I'll probably show a video of that later on sometime to kind of give us some support, a little more support on the roof than what's there right now. Because right now, if you see the old construction, this is like a little 1x board going down the middle, and they're just leaning up against this, like 2 nails, toe-nailed in, and that's it. That's kind of what the roof is. Now, this building was built back in the 50s. I don't know if it was a moved building like the old barn was, or if this is built brand new. These are old-fashioned 2x4s, actual 2-inch by 4-inch boards, all solid oak from what we can tell. These are all oak boards. These posts are all oak boards or oak posts. In fact, if you can see in the video, they're not completely straight anymore. They're all sitting on concrete posts down here. I've dug down on this one at least, and it's probably a good 18 inches in the ground, so I didn't even dig to the bottom of it, so I don't know where the bottom of this is even at. So I think the posts are going to be there. Of course, I replaced some of these because they got rotted again from this hole that was here. All these boards, this one right here and this one right here, were all rotted. So I replaced those with just some 2x8s treated, but I'm leaving these oak pieces up here. Again, I kind of like the construction of this, the looks of this. I kind of like, I'm trying to save a little bit on the looks because I think it's kind of a cool look. But we'll see. Even like this wood board, this wood wall over here, that's all oak. This is all planed oak boards that they put up. So I'm trying to save on some of that stuff. This is like a fiber board so they can keep the shop. Let's go in the shop real quick. Let's see how long. My video is about 6 minutes long, so it's getting a little long. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We'll be working our way through this. We're trying to get it done enough where someone else is going to do the steel on the roof. And my plan for the roof too is that this side looks pretty solid, looks pretty straight. I'm just going to take the steel off this side and put sheeting over top of it. That's my hope. My hope is that when we put the steel off this, it's in good enough shape, it's straight enough where we can just kind of say, you know what, let's just throw a sheet up on it, and then they can put roof over the top of that. So that's my hope. I think I can. I've looked at it pretty close, up close and personal, from both the top and in here, and I think we can save on that. So the shop part, of course, this is concrete. This is OSHA recommended stairway here. Pretty much all brand new. This is where the other hole was here. This cement, of course, was all here before. Renee, my wife, really likes this wall of little. Someone worked really hard to make this. To make these are little steel like tins, and it's just full of parts. The old timer that was here before, just obviously, I mean, these are all like, I'm guessing tractor and plow parts from the size of the bolts and what they are. So, of course, you'll see some of our newer things in here that we're kind of using it too, but that's all. Those things are going to go. But I do like the oak wall. That's all oak wood too. Again, this is one of the main beams right here, support beams with those little tie-in pieces up top. I kind of like, and then they got, of course, this big oak piece that goes and ties into the other side. Now, the other side, in case you can't see, are all doors. So all the walls that you see over there, those are not walls. These are all doors. This whole side of the building can be opened up. Now, what we decided to do, let me hit this real quick, is close in that back door and make a wall. So I don't think I need to have the whole building be open to doors. That's a little much. So I closed in this back corner. I might even close in this one, I don't know, but it is kind of nice to have, this is going to be a door here to maybe have a drive-through space. I don't know. But for right now, that's where we're stopping because the building is now structurally solid. I'm not afraid of getting on the roof. Nothing's going to go anywhere. I mean, obviously that needs to be repaired still, but the building's done as far as the structure goes, which we wanted to get to so we could start working on the roof. And of course, you see I got some more header plate stuff to do up there. This looks kind of weird because I was trying to figure out where the old header plate would have been. So as I've been going along, like, well, that's not going to work. I got to do this. Well, that's not going to work. I got to do this. So that's given a lot of solidified the wall quite a bit by putting that 4x4 up there. It's probably a little bit of an overkill, but better that than not having enough. So, yeah, but then we just ended up tying in the 2x6, new 2x6 rafter pieces anyway. So hopefully in the next video, we'll have this all done or close to done. And then and we can get the roof on. That's our hope is to get the roof on before snow flies. We have an Amish group coming in doing the steel roof. So that's where we're at right now. Give me any questions in the comments. Subscribe, like, all that goofy crap that you should do on YouTube, I guess. Thanks.